VMware Aria Automation 8.10 Professional 2V0-31.23 exam dumps are your best choice to pass the test. Share some VMware 2V0-31.23 exam dumps here. 1. An administrator is using VMware Aria Suite Lifecycle to deploy VMware Aria Automation in a clustered deployment model to support self-service provisioning and event-driven automation. In this scenario, which component of the solution would need to be deployed as a separate appliance? A. VMware Aria Automation Consumption. B. VMware Aria Automation Pipelines. C. VMware Aria Automation Config. D. VMware Aria Automation Orchestrator. 2. An administrator is configuring user roles to access various VMware Aria Automation services. The development team members require access to create and test automation templates and manage their deployments. What is the minimal service role the development team members require? A. VMware Aria Automation Assembler User. B. VMware Aria Automation Consumption User. C. VMware Aria Automation Consumption Administrator. D. VMware Aria Automation Assembler Administrator. 3. Which statement is true for VMware Aria Automation multi-organization tenant configuration? A. Providers can set up multiple tenants and allocate infrastructure within each deployment. Providers manage tenant infrastructure remotely. B. Providers set up multiple tenants. Each tenant manages its own projects but resources, and deployments are managed globally. C. Providers set up multiple tenants. Each tenant manages its own projects, resources, and deployments. D. Providers can set up multiple tenants and allocate infrastructure within each deployment, and providers manage projects, resources, and deployments. 4. Within VMware Aria Automation Assembler, what would an administrator configure to allow a flavor mapping to be selected? A. VMware Aria Automation Cloud Zones. B. VMware Aria Automation Templates. C. VMware Aria Automation Custom Forms. D. VMware Aria Automation Projects. 5. Which two types of cloud accounts support IP address assignment in a network profile? Choose 2. A. Microsoft Azure. B. Amazon Web Services. C. VMware vCenter. D. VMware Cloud on AWS. E. Google Cloud Platform. 6. An administrator is looking to install VMware Aria Automation config to integrate with existing VMware Aria Automation environment. Which prerequisite must be met to complete the installation using VMware Aria Suite Lifecycle? A. Access to NSX Cloud account. B. Access to a VMware Aria Automation tenant. C. Integrate VMware Aria Automation with Active Directory. D. Access to NSX Load Balancer. 7. A customer is looking at using workload domains as part of VMware Cloud Foundation (VCF) cloud accounts within VMware Aria Automation. Which native integration type will help the customer achieve this? A. Ansible Tower. B. VMware Aria Automation Config. C. SDDC Manager. D. VMware Aria Automation Orchestrator. 8. Which type of tag does VMware Aria Automation Assembler automatically apply during provisioning to some deployments to support the analysis, monitoring, and grouping of deployed resources? A. Standard tag. B. Constraint tag. C. Storage tag. D. Capability tag. 9. Which two components can be used for robust role-based access control? Choose 2. A. VMware Aria Operations. B. VMware Aria Suite Lifecycle. C. VMware Aria Automation. D. VMware Workspace ONE Access. E. VMware vCenter. 10. An administrator was requested to deploy a VMware Aria Automation environment. What is a valid reason to deploy it manually with VMware Aria Suite Lifecycle instead of Easy Installer? A. Enable FIPS mode for VMware Aria Automation. B. Deploy a cluster of VMware Workspace ONE Access. C. Deploy a cluster of VMware Aria Automation. D. Enable FIPS mode for VMware Workspace ONE Access deployment.